HSBC Business Edition's MENAT. Hello and welcome to this series of podcasts hosted by HSBC in MENAT. Over the course of this series, you'll be hearing from regional business owners, HSBC leaders and market experts on themes such as building back stronger from crisis, digital economies, future cities, outlooks and sustainability.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's webinar on the new Living Business Programme for 2021. So HSBC recently developed a new group climate strategy, becoming a net zero bank by 2050. And as part of that, supporting our customers' transition to a low carbon future, which is in line with the Paris Agreement goals. And we've set an ambitious target of $1 trillion in financing for this transition by 2030. We've significantly scaled up our sustainable finance business in terms of products, in terms of deals, client engagement, thought leadership, and the training and development of our frontline staff across the Middle East, North Africa and Turkey. And in line with these ambitions, I'm really excited that we have you all here today as we launch the exclusive Living Business 2021 programme, which we hope will help businesses scope and develop their own ESG projects and plans for the future. If I just give you a quick oversight of the programme itself, you're here today either because your company has been nominated by HSBC or you're an external company who's expressed interest in the strategic development programme. We're committed alongside our partners to provide support on your journey in building a thriving and resilient future for society and businesses. So here today, our keynote speakers. So we're joined by our partners, Keith Bradley, the Programme Manager globally, as well as Jorinde, Wilbrink, who's the Head of SME Liaison of Get in the Ring. They're going to kick off today by discussing more details about the programme for 2021, the expected engagement, the benefits, the milestones, and the next steps. And then after that, I'd be glad to introduce some of the expert alumni who participate in a panel discussion providing highlights from last year's Living Business 2020 programme. And that's Sam Alawiye, who's the CEO of Green Parking, and Christian Witsch, the CEO of Gulfex. And they've joined us to discuss their own experience of the programme and give a flavour of the ESG successes from last year. So with that, I'd like to hand over to Keith and Jorinde.
Thank you very much, Dan. Very excited to be kicking off the second Living Business in the Middle East, Living Business 2021, which is happening in 5 countries across the region. It's for any businesses who have operating entities in those 5 countries who would like to deliver a sustainable project this year. It's very important. The program is all based around kicking or getting a project going in your business this year. That's what qualifies you to be part of the program, and that's the support that we're going to be offering as part of the program, is to help you identify the right project or projects and get those projects started and implemented. So what can you expect from Living Business? Well, we provide support in a number of ways. We provide some one-on-one coaching to help you identify where you're going with or to understand and identify where you're going with your sustainability agenda and strategies, to help identify opportunities in your business for positive action. Based on that, we can then provide you with connectivity to industry experts who can provide you with the technical skills to get projects delivered this year. Towards the end of the year, we'll be coming back to you to talk to you about how the project went, what the results were, and we'll be showcasing the companies who are involved in the program at a graduation event to be held at the UK Pavilion during Expo 2020. During that event, there'll be a bit of a competition among the best entries, and the winners will attend a sustainability online course at Cambridge University. There will be a number of winners. There'll be a winner for each country that participates, as well as overall winners in the small business, mid-market and corporate categories. What are the benefits from your business in being involved in this program? The most important benefit should be to the business itself by aligning the business with ESG. Last year was an amazing year for companies who have ESG strategies or are working on ESG strategies, because investors have really been shining the spotlight on ESG because they've realized that companies that have sound ESG strategies, good ESG practices, are actually more successful in their overall business. ESG can help identify cost savings in the business that perhaps have been overlooked. There's a lot of new technologies which can help businesses be more efficient. And by being more efficient, they become more sustainable, less impactful on the environment, and there's a direct impact on their bottom line. There's, of course, an enhanced reputation that comes with being aligned with ESG in today's world. And staff, particularly, are looking to their employers to take a lead on things ESG. And companies that have a clear ESG strategy are finding that they get stronger engagement from their employees, and more commitment. That's what the program can do for your business. We will also be showcasing what you're doing so people can see very publicly that, yes, your business is shining the spotlight on ESG and taking real ESG action. And as I mentioned before, there will be some prizes to allow specific staff from the winners to attend a really high quality course at Cambridge University, which they can then employ in your business. Over to Jorinde now to talk about the ESG framework that we're using for the program.
Yes, thank you, Keith. So next up, what kind of projects can you as a business actually undertake? For that, as Keith mentioned, we're using the ESG framework to help you identify the most promising projects that you could start this year. And we also use this framework to evaluate the projects in the end, to provide you with exposure and reporting on the ESG benefits, and also in the end to pick the winners. As part of the program, we will help you to identify what project is most suitable for you. And of course, this is custom-based based on your ambitions and your situations. But the ESG framework does provide a lot of guidance in this. And an important element there could be implementing different type of reporting tools to actually showcase what impact your ESG activities are creating for you. So what is the timeline for the upcoming period? The registrations for the program are already open. So you can already apply for the program on the website. What is important to realize is that the deadline to apply for the program is at the end of April, on the 30th. That being said, handing back over to Dan to talk more about last year's successes.
Thanks very much, Jorinde. Thanks also to Keith, who I know will have a key role to play in the judging of this program. So we're now going to speak to two of our alumni from 2020, Sam Alawiye, who's the CEO of Green Parking, and Christian Witsch, the CEO of Gulfex. So Sam has been operating in the mobility and park industry for over 25 years globally across the Middle East, North Africa, Europe and Asia Pac. And I know has a real passion for business innovation and green tech. So it'd be great to hear from him. And then Christian is currently the CEO of Gulfex, which is responsible for all the metals initiatives within the Al Ghurair group. And he brings over 30 years of business management experience, largely dedicated to the global aluminium extrusion industry. So welcome both. Thank you very much. First question, if I could start with you, Sam, just if you could tell us a little bit about Green Parking's sustainability philosophy and the 2020 electronic ticketing project that you undertook.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me thank you, Dan. And who's Green Parking? Green Parking is, first of all, a local company. We're very proud that we started here. So we offer sustainable parking solutions, and we now ensure contactless and safe parking experience within our car parks. When we introduced our Green Parking app in the year 2020, and this was basically the concept in which we entered into the HSBC Living Business competition. Now, what does it mean? You do not have to touch any kind of systems, which is of course very, very important in our current days, being faced by the threat of the coronavirus.
Thank you very much. If we can just move to Christian. I guess similarly, Christian, it'd be great to hear about Howletts and Gulfex's sustainable philosophy. And I guess you put this aluminium hydroxide sludge project together in 2020. So it'd be good to understand how that sort of worked from a sustainability perspective.
Definitely, Daniel. Thank you very much, of course, first of all, for being a part of the program. Congratulations for the program. I think it's an amazing initiative, as Sam has already explained. We see ourselves, and this is our vision, to be the global aluminium extrusion center of excellence. COVID has even further accelerated the change, so we must absolutely address this topic. We are engaging very much into development of environmental friendly products. We are supplying aluminum extrusions and fabricated parts to cars like Tesla, but also other electric cars. So we help with our products to make cars lighter, which then of course has globally an impact on the energy efficiency, into reducing globally CO2 emissions. So we make the very best out of this fantastic material, aluminium, which is 100% recyclable. And then when it comes, Daniel, to your question, what did the cooperation with Living Business give us? It was an amazing program. Thank you very much again for your support, because you were the company helping us to bridge over to other companies. And I think that explains very much, why I'm such a strong, let's say, supporter of the program, because you really helped us in this project very much in being the bridge builder, in opening contacts, in making things happen more smooth, more easily.
Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you, Christian, to sort of talk a little bit about the living business experience. But I guess going back, Keith, what do you see as the main obstacles faced in getting more companies on board? Cost or belief? And it was something that Sam talked about earlier, belief being the key driver.
Yes, I think belief is very, very important. And certainly the companies who have a strong belief in what the program is trying to achieve, right at the top of the organization, they are the ones who are most likely to succeed in the program. The Living Business team will do our best to support your ambitions in terms of sustainability. But we have very limited resource. We work together in partnership with you, with your team, to make things happen during 2021. So I think actually more than the cost, cost can be an issue, but there are so many really good technologies which can provide really short-term returns on investment, or indeed where there's no capital investment required. So I don't necessarily think the cost is the biggest issue, but I think carving out a little bit of time to put some focus on sustainability is perhaps the biggest challenge that prevents companies from getting on board with the program.
Thanks, Keith. I wanted to thank Sam, Christian, Keith and Jorinde for their time today. And if I look at the next steps, it's pretty simple, really. Registration is currently open. You've got until the 30th of April to apply to this free and exclusive sustainability program. And we really do encourage you to register for this for free. This program is a really great sustainable program. It requires belief, but if you do this commercially, it works. So we very much look forward to you joining this exciting ESG program with HSBC and our partners as we help you develop your own business plans for the planet. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
That's it for this edition of HSBC Business Editions. Subscribe now to be updated with our latest episodes. We look forward to welcoming you to the next episode.